Yeah, so I've been chatting with a lot of suppliers, not placing, but trying to place test bulk orders. And a lot of this stuff is a little like advanced because I know that most of the people in the server are either starting out with, owning a TikTok shop or, um, I don't know, just not even at that point yet and don't even have enough capital to even start your own thing. But I still want to talk about it. So yeah, I've just been talking to a lot of these suppliers, and my current supplier is such a bitch. Like, honestly, he's just been screwing me over and acting like a bitch. So I've just been very honest with him for the whole day today, ever since the morning. I think I talked about it in the vlog that I'm recording today. So basically, I've just been completely honest with him and telling him that I'm kind of sick of the fact that he's lying to me all the time, and I've been just completely honest with him today for once. Because you can't let them walk over you. That's something that you guys have to recognize. When you work with suppliers and you order inventory in bulk, you can't let shit happen. I remember back in fall 2024, I was selling these crochet said hamsters, the said violin sound hamsters, like the I'm just a girl meme. I was selling those on TikTok Shop. I got to a total of like 4,000 units sold on TikTok Shop, 4K units sold on TikTok Shop last fall. And the supplier just walked over me because I got sent I purchased like 2,000 units in that batch, and essentially they sent like 300 to 500 defected items, and that took down my shop listing, and it went down from like $25,000 a month to like $1,500 a month for like 3 months straight. So I lost a lot of money on that stock, on that bad deal. So you can't let suppliers walk over you. And I was really inexperienced. I didn't really know what to do, so I kind of just let it slide with that supplier. I believed that it's not their fault, even though it clearly is. They didn't conduct proper, quality inspections and stuff like that. But I just didn't know what to do. I was like not that experienced. So for that 4,000 unit batch, basically I told them nothing, and then later on, like a month after that, my shop listing got already taken down because of how many chargebacks and refunds there were due to defected items. And I had a call with a friend of mine that's doing TikTok Shop at pretty big scale, and he basically told me that I shouldn't let them walk over me. And so I just told them that I told my supplier that they have to issue me some refund, a little bit of a refund, and they got me $1,000 back. But that's nothing compared to what I lost, because, like I said, before the listing got taken down, I was doing $25,000 a month, and then it got down to like $1,500. So I probably lost tens of thousands of dollars, which is ridiculous to think about. But I look at every L as a lesson, because you can't look at it in a bad way, because now that I have learned from that experience, I'm incorporating that and doing better with my current products. Because if I didn't go through that experience back then, now I'm at a bigger scale, and if I make this mistake now, it's going to be even more dreadful. It's going to be even worse for me. All right. Yeah, the Chinese are like such crooks. It's ridiculous. They just promise you all of that shit. Like, I've just been thinking about it lately. I've been talking to my friend about it. Like, literally, the perfect game plan is to make some money with ecom, exit, and then move to China and open a fulfillment company, and like hire a few Chinese guys that would just lie to people on Alibaba all day and just collect cash. That's like the best business model if your moral compass is not all good. So it's like literally, because all they do is just sit there and lie to you about the good shipping times, about the fact that there's no competitors and stuff like that, and you just have to pay them like a fuckload of money, and they do nothing. So it's very profitable and lucrative, and especially given that we're all getting experience in e-commerce while doing dropshipping, while doing TikTok Shop and all that stuff, it's going to be fairly easy to set up, I suppose. Aside from like the legalities of registering a business company in China is probably pretty tricky. Bro, what do you think about moving to Bali? Because you said you want a villa for a year, right? No, that was just like stupid brainstorming. I don't know. I was just going crazy. Yeah, but it sounds good though. Like, I've never been to Bali and to like Indonesia in general. I think it's in Indonesia, right? Or Malaysia. I think it's Indonesia. So I don't know. I don't really like that because there's cockroaches and fucking mosquitoes everywhere, and I hate those. But if hear me out. By the way, somebody said Israelis cannot enter Bali, but I'm not even Israeli. I don't have an Israeli passport. I'm Russian. So essentially, Imagine the level of locked in you're going to achieve if you're locked in a villa in Bali with awesome Wi-Fi and you have nothing to do. There's no people that you can connect to, no distractions, and you're just locked in there for a year. And it's also so cheap. Like for a whole year, you can rent a villa. I looked it up. It was like $30,000 for a really good one with like a pool, 2 stories, like all modern, renovated. $30,000 a year. Just lease it, and then you can maybe even write it off. I mean, I guess if you're documenting everything, I don't know. So yeah, it's kind of like a laid back lifestyle though. So you probably have to mix it out with, you know, traveling to Dubai once in a few months to get back into the game. Because when you just sit in Bali all day long for a year straight, I think you're gonna actually go crazy. Now, what else? How much rev today? Like $100. I don't have stock, bro. The only revenue I'm making is from my dropshipping stores. Oh wait, actually I do have stock for some products. Maybe like $200 with TikTok Shop. Nothing, bro, because I don't have any inventory. I see you on a sales page giving a testimonial. Oh yeah, right. Bro, this is such a long fucking message, bro. Can you condense it? Do you want me to unmute yourself so you can just ask me that, bro? Exactly, the call's over if I read all of that. That's crazy. The inventory is going to come in. Hopefully, I keep speaking about it because it's just so annoying that it's still not in the warehouse, even though I purchased it like a month ago. It's going to come into the warehouse maybe. I mean, the tracking page says by Thursday, by the end of the day on Thursday. But that's like the worst case scenario. I really believe that there's going to be a miracle and it's going to come in on Tuesday, tomorrow, or maybe on Wednesday. But, it's less and less likely every day. But it doesn't matter. Today's Monday, bro. So hopefully it's going to come in soon, and then we're going to start printing. But it doesn't really matter because I know that it's just a setback and it's meant to happen. Everything happens for a reason. So I've done a lot of shit. Well, I didn't waste any time while waiting for stock. I had a lot of different calls with a lot of different people, came up with a lot of different ideas for content, even recruited a few more creators and reinforced the motivation within my current creator pool, which is really awesome. So I don't think I wasted the time while waiting for the stock, but it is a shame. And the supplier is also refunding me $50 for every day that the stock is late by negotiations. But I think it's actually really not enough at all. Like $50, I'm losing hundreds every single day because I don't have any stock, if not thousands. And just $50 per day is what I'm getting. Today's what day? Is it easy to have calls? When is it easy to have calls, bro? Can you explain what went wrong in the fall of 2023 with a face mask and what you learned from that? I was just an idiot. Basically, what he's referring to is in 2023, I started a TikTok shop, my first ever TikTok shop. I had a partner in the US, and I was selling Halloween face masks, LED purge masks. And we were trying to sell those, and it didn't work out because the content was shit. I didn't really know what I was doing. And I guess it's because it's a very seasonal product and I only started running it like 3 weeks before Halloween and I didn't really have enough time to understand how it works. And I was just an idiot. I wasn't really locked in back then. So I think if I really had the experience and the knowledge I have today and I went back in time, I would make it work. But especially with my creator team, I would 100% make it work but it's still like the margins just weren't there. It's just not worth pursuing. I was making roughly like $1.50 per order in profit. Like it's ridiculous. It's really stupid. But I was just trying it out, and it was really easy to get orders on TikTok Shop back in fall 2023 because it just came out in the US and they were running like crazy promotions, crazy discounts. Funded by TikTok Shop. Like people were getting like 99% off their first order or something like that, like for everyone essentially. And so it was the easiest time to make money on there. So I kind of had to try. So yeah, I guess I can officially say that I've been doing TikTok Shop for almost 2 years now. Didn't realize you were still doing dropshipping. Just thought it was only TikTok Shop. Doing anything on IG? Yeah, I'm not dropshipping, bro. This is all momentum. Like if I tried to dropship, I wouldn't be making $100 a month. I would be making 10,000 a month, or a day. But I'm not trying. It's just the momentum from my previous stores. I'm not doing anything. Bro, do you think selling products for fun is easier, or pain solving ones on TikTok Shop. For TikTok Shop, you can sell anything you want, bro. Like, I'm not gonna link my product, but you don't have to sell stuff that solves a problem. Like, every single thing in the world solves a problem. It's about like how big of a problem it solves, in my opinion. Like, there's plenty of toys getting sold on TikTok. There's plenty of toys getting sold on YouTube. Like, my winning product on YouTube, actually, the really like big first winning product in organic dropshipping was the fidget guns. I think I made about $80,000 in revenue with that product, and it's just like a toy. It doesn't technically solve the problem, right? So it's like it cures boredom, right? Essentially, it makes people feel like they fit in with the community that you build online, stuff like that. Like, they just feel like it's just a novelty. I don't know, but it doesn't have to solve a problem, though. In my opinion, you don't have to, even on TikTok Shop. Yeah, problem solving, you don't have to, but like if you're building a multi-billion-dollar company, obviously it has to. Even like a multi-nine-figure company, or an 8-figure company, I guess, too. It's like for quick cash grabs, in my opinion, you don't have to solve a problem. But the bigger the company, the more important it is to solve a big problem. Why don't you sell on dropshipping if you have a problem with inventory? Because you can't dropship to TikTok Shop. My product is not available on Amazon. I contacted every single competitor I have on TikTok Shop. I got in touch with every one of them. I got in touch with every Amazon seller of my product. As soon as I ran out of stock like 3 weeks ago, I did that the first day. I was literally chatting with fucking Chinese people on WeChat. I remember the moment I ran out of stock, I was like going crazy. But there's nothing I could do. No good offers, because my product is very untapped and there's no one that's really selling it. So there's no listings on Amazon with a good price, no listings on Walmart, no listings on Target, nothing like that. So I couldn't find anything, and I can't possibly drop ship it through to TikTok Shop. But I do drop ship it organically, though. Best way to get good hooks for TikToks, just, do your research on the niche, bro. It really depends on what product you're selling. I'm over 18 and live in the US. What would you recommend me to get started in this business model to gain some experience? Just start it and learn as you go. I think you just need to start doing affiliate if you're in the US. And learn as you go, bro. You just need to master the content first. You're not going to succeed at TikTok Shop as a seller if you don't know how the fuck content works, or you don't have a partner that knows how content works. It's just not possible. It's not going to happen. In ecom, you always have to know content unless you work for someone or work with someone that knows how to do that, because it's all about content. So, how high is your eco, bro? I don't really understand the question. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to get the stock really, really soon, and I'm really excited for that. I'm not too sad about the fact that we don't have it now. I know we're losing a lot of money every single day, but I understand that there's a reason why we don't have the stock yet. That's the best way to look at it, in my opinion. There's a reason why, and I know that it's for a good reason. But what kind of brain rot is that? I'm going to ban your ass. AZ. So, I know that there's a reason. I got a lot of content ideas. I did a lot of different shit, and it's just, yeah, it's obviously a little annoying in hindsight, but I can't look at it in a bad way because it's kind of fruitless. How did you manage to start an LLC when you were under 18? So yeah, essentially, Severin is right here. I just literally talked to my parents, and it was so hard to open the first shop, not the shop, but the first Shopify store, because first of all, there's no good Shopify payment providers in Israel, and so it was really, really hard to find a good one, and I lost a lot of money later on down the line because I was working with bad payment providers, and yeah, basically, I just talked to my parents, and they were pretty supportive, so I started to work with them. They agreed because my dad was pretty against it, but my mom was kind of open. Like, they just kind of had nothing to lose. Like, my parents are pretty young, so they understand that it's not like a scam. They understand online money is real and stuff, I guess. And they always saw potential in me, but also they just it's not like my parents are millionaires. When I was first starting out, one of the main reasons I was starting out, because I had no food in the fridge. I had nothing to eat. Obviously, I had stuff to eat, but I couldn't afford to go out and buy something if I wanted it. I couldn't afford crazy stuff. I couldn't just, when I was walking outside on the street, and I talked about it in one of my videos, and I saw people having fun in a cafe or a restaurant, or just having a freshly squeezed juice outside. I was so envious, and it just made me so like infuriated that I couldn't afford it. And even if I asked my parents, they just literally had no money because we just moved countries. We just had no money at all. So I guess that's also part of the reason why they were like supportive. I don't know though, but I'm grateful, really grateful to them for for allowing me to do this. And so yeah, that's how they let me start. And now obviously I have the LLC. It's still formed on my mom, so technically I own nothing on paper, but the moment I turn 18, I'm definitely going to transfer the ownership to my name and then open a credit line so I get some points, because I'm spending tens of thousands of dollars a month on inventory and I'm not getting any points for that. Have I had a like an Amex gold card or something like that, like a business credit card, I would be getting so many travel points. I would just be able to fly to Bali and back business class probably every single month, but I just can't because I'm not 18 yet. How long left until you get the stock? It's been ages. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, it's horrible. I'm gonna get it in like 2 days, maybe three, worst case scenario. And yeah, W Mom for real. You realize that maybe if they didn't agree, you wouldn't be where you are today. How one decision by someone else can change everything. It's still up to you, bro. I disagree completely, bro. That's such a bad mindset. It's up to you, and you need to take charge. And if you think that someone else dictates how your life is gonna go, then you're in a bad position mentally. Because if I really wanted it bad enough, I would find a different person that would help me. It doesn't have to be my parents. I would leave my house and run away and find a 18-year-old guy that would help me. Like, there's always a way. But like, you have to just take full accountability for everything that you do. And if you live with the mindset that someone else can dictate your future, then you're not really gonna do that well. What else, bro? I'm just kind of trying to sum everything up, everything that has happened. The apartment is sick though. Like, I'm still enjoying it, and so I've been here for what, like a little over 2 weeks now, and like the view is so cool. The sky is beautiful right now. I'm just going around walking at the marina, and it's so beautiful every single day. So extremely grateful to be here, bro. Look at this shit. Isn't that nice? It's all sponsored by TikTok Shop and dropshipping, by the way. Buy my course. I go swimming. I do go swimming, yeah, sometimes. Hope you don't get bombed. Yeah, for real. A bit of a concern. I was woken up at 4 a.m. tonight because of the siren. My door is like, my room essentially is the safest place in my apartment, because like, look at this. It's like a 3-inch thick door or 2-inch thick door, blast proof and all that stuff. So I'm pretty safe in there. But it's only protecting me from like the what's it called, like explosion waves and stuff like that. And if there's a direct hit in my house, in my room, I'm 100% dead. So yeah, it's blast proof. But yeah, so it's not very fun, but I just know for a fact that it's not in my lifeline to die right now. So I'm not too worried about dying. But I've invited all of my family members to come over to me though. Around will check what? Bro, why don't you just go to another country? I will. I am gonna fly to Dubai on the 4th of July for 1 week. And once I get the citizenship of Israel, I'm likely gonna leave the country. So, but I'm gonna have to wait for that for another couple of weeks to get a Israeli citizenship. I don't know what country I'm gonna go to. Like Cyprus or I don't know. I'm your neighbor in Israel. Do you think there's money in Israeli market, or is it not worth trying? Are you still running accounts for Israel only? No, I stopped doing any business in Israel like a year, 2 years ago, something like that. My first successful product, I was running it in Israel, but I stopped because just the ceiling is really low. I don't even speak Hebrew. It's clearly not for me. I just don't like it. And then the taxes and all that bullshit that you have to pay, it's just very annoying. The payment processors, the shipping, the logistics, it's just very hard to handle all that stuff, and it's just not worth it. Just, target the US and you're going to be better off. So, yeah, I'm not running anything to Israel right now. What else? What's going on? Yeah, I guess this is going to be a bit of a quicker call. than usual, not like an hour-long call. Oh, wait, I need to invite Anthony as well. Let me talk to Anthony real quick. Maybe he's going to be able to come over. Anthony. Anthony Fernandez can join. Three years ago, AGI is here, and then everyone is cooked who doesn't have a brand with loyal customers. Don't you think starting a brand should be done ASAP? I will start a brand, but you need a lot of capital for that. The product I'm running on TikTok Shop right now will easily make $100,000 a month, $150,000 a month. But once I'm done with this product, it's more of a pump and dump. I'm going to go into supplements, and then I'm going to scale there by Q4, and then probably exit. And then, I don't know. I don't even know, bro. But yeah, you definitely got to get the bag as soon as possible because AI is getting kind of crazy. And if you don't just get the bag now and dip before it takes over, you're kind of fucked, to be honest. So you have to take the bag right now. How long you know Anthony? I don't know, bro. We've been having calls weekly for like a year now. But I've known him ever since he started his YouTube channel. I mean, he's in the Michael Bernstein's program. He, I don't know, we're just the same age. We're kind of just connected like a couple of years ago, maybe a year and a half, something like that. And we've just been talking consistently. So, yeah. Did you implement something from AI? Not really. I tried, but it didn't work with my product. I had a call with a guy that's really good with AI. I don't know if you guys follow Michael Bernstein on Instagram, but he posted a few stories with like a video fully generated by AI, and I had a call with a guy that generated those videos for his story. And he told me straight up that my product is probably just not good. Like we talked for an hour straight to try different AI generation models like VO3, like Runway, like all of that different stuff. And yeah, it just doesn't really work with my product. How do you pitch an offer to content creators to have them create videos to promote your TikTok shop? Well, it's a lot of different things. Right now, I just have a lot of social proof. And I also have a personal brand, so people just trust me. They see that I'm authentic. You guys know me. You know that I'm literally posting videos every day. I'm posting all of my meals, all that stuff. So you can trust me. And on top of that, my listing is just really selling really well. Like last day, we were in stock. I sold, it's not much, but like $3,500 in a single day. So that's over 90 units per day, and that is pretty consistent for the past few days we were in stock. So I know for a fact this is just the beginning, and we're definitely going to go and scale higher. I don't even have to convince my current inner creators, like the inner circle that is already making videos for my shop right now, and anything they just know because I'm always saying it. They know for a fact, and they're 100% confident that it's going to work, and we're going to hit a 100K month with it easily. But the new creators, I just show them my creators. I show them that they're all going viral. I show them that there's a massive community of my creators. I show them the price pool, right? The price pool is currently first place that sells the most inventory, the most units from inventory for my TikTok shop right now is getting an iPhone 16 Pro. Second place gets AirPods Max, and third place gets AirPods Pro 2. And that's just the beginning. Next time I want to give away a car or something like that, something crazier. So it's pretty easy. There's a lot of different levers I can pull when convincing people to join the team of creators. It just makes sense, bro. Like, it just makes complete sense because it makes money and there's a lot of people doing it. Wish I was born rich. I don't want to hustle, but I gotta. But it's kind of boring if you're just born rich, to be honest. You always feel bored? No, I don't really feel bored. I'm working. The journey is what's fun. Yeah, I agree, bro. How are you meeting with other dropshipping successful people? How do you make contacts with those people? Well, I've been in the mentorship for a long time now. Today I had a call with Michael Bernstein, and mainly like the people that I'm learning from, I meet them via my personal brand. So my personal channel, like from this server, for example, from my YouTube videos, people just reach out to me and I'm just speaking to them. So that's another reason for you guys to start your own personal channel. And yeah, just take every opportunity you get to talk to people that are at a higher level than you. There's always something to learn from them. And yeah. Did you ever create content yourself when you first started? Well, of course. How would I learn content if I wasn't making it myself? I started by myself. I was doing paid ads back in summer 2022. And then I switched to organic in December 2022, and I've been doing organic. I had been doing organic from December 2022 up until like 2025, and then I switched completely to TikTok Shop a few months ago, and now I'm only doing TikTok Shop with creators, and I don't make any content myself anymore, because it's just more leverage when you have people making content for you. You can just tell them what to do, and you have 20 people make content instead of just you by yourself. It doesn't mean that I'm getting bad, because I'm still analyzing videos, I'm learning myself, I'm like kind of like using the product myself to get a hang of it, and I'm just teaching them. I don't think I should start a channel become 100K a month in the shadows. I actually disagree, bro, because it's going to give you a lot of leverage if you document everything. Like, look at Ben Fishani, for example. He has documented everything, and he has so much leverage right now, bro. And if his e-com stores don't print, if it doesn't work on that side of things, he just gets brand deals for his YouTube channel, and he's chilling. So he's just protected. So it's always like a good idea to document everything. When you go to Dubai, will you meet some people? I'm going to meet with GPC Chris. He's an organic dropshipper. He's done like $500,000, $500,000 in revenue with organic dropshipping. Just a friend of mine too. And yeah, probably will meet with other people as well. But honestly, I haven't really found any other people to meet with. I guess Chris is just going to connect me with some people. I don't know. We're going to see how it goes, but I'm sure I'm not going to be bored there. What is your lifetime views? I have no idea, bro. Oh shit, you received a warning? I'm gonna get bombed right now. I didn't receive a warning. So, thanks for letting me know though, bro. Views, if you count in the creator views, creators actually don't make that much of a difference for my total views. Actually, no, they do. There was a few viral ones on YouTube. Probably like 600 mil or something like that. Probably more. But it doesn't matter. The views are such a bad criteria, bro. It's a really bad yardstick. It's all about the CVR and the revenue. Because you can get 1 billion views and make $10,000 to go viral in India on YouTube Shorts. How many creators do you have right now? So I don't have many, but that's because I started to prioritize quality. I used to think that basically quantity is everything in this game, and you need to get good creators, not good creators, but like as many creators as possible. And so at some point I was at over 50 people posting every single day. And guess what? I was making less than I'm making now with less creators. I have like 20 creators posting daily right now, or even like 15 to 25 in that range, 15 to 25 creators posting daily. But it's all about quality in the creator game, and you can't build consistent relationships with over, in my experience, like 30. At least I can't do that right now just yet. It's just hard to balance everything and manage 50 people posting daily and making sure they're post consistently, making sure they're making good videos. It's really hard to keep track of everything. Even though I have creator managers on payroll, it's still hard, bro. So I have like 15 to 25. In what way should I reinvest my money I made? 16 years old, don't really need mentorship. Don't really need a mentorship is, okay, like, I don't know why you say that. Mentorship's actually a pretty good investment. But if you're really confident that you don't need it, just reinvest it in your business. It depends on your business, bro. 100K per day is for real not much if you think about it. Yeah, bro. Of course it's not. There's so many people doing that. And it depends on what you're talking about. Is it 100%, 100K in revenue? Is it 100K in profit? Like, if it's 100K in revenue, most of the people that make that with ads these days and post screenshots on Twitter, they actually make like, 10K in profit or something like that, like 5K in profit. So if it's all profit, how much is it a year, bro? Like 36 million a year? It's not enough still. 36 million a year is like 7 Bugattis, bro. It's not really enough. Earlier in this chat, you said AI will take over and get the bag now before too late. Can you expand on that? What you meant by that? I mean, I'm not that knowledgeable, right? I'm fucking 17, but I really believe that AI is it's really ridiculously fucking powerful. It's getting better at such a fast rate that it's just eventually gonna fucking take over. Like, content is going to get replaced by AI. Everything is going to get replaced by AI. I'm not going to try get existential here, but it's just the reality. So You need to get the bag before there's less and less opportunities for you and AI takes over everything and there's a limited amount of corporations that control all of the AI and it's really hard for you to make it out. And yeah, it's just going to be harder in the future. So now is the best time for you to make money. So make it as soon as possible. That's basically my point. Are your creators better than you? I don't know what you're talking about content-wise. None of them are better than me. They're either, like, some of them come close to me, but none of them are better than me. Why don't you get a manager that controls the creators, just like Mikey does? Yeah, bro. I started having creators before Mikey did, actually. And I have had creator managers for a while now. But still, I just prioritize quality right now. I don't feel like I need more than 20 or 15 to 25 creators. So, yeah. Where you're talking about 100K is a lot. You have a wrong mindset, bro. You're limiting yourself. 100K is not a lot. Gotta start talking about Bugattis too, for real, bro. I can't really find a way to use them. I don't want to spend them on clothes and dumb stuff. What will you recommend me? Well, invest them then. If you don't want to spend them on dumb stuff, clothes is not dumb stuff. It reinforces your good identity. If you wear cheap clothes from Shein and you make a lot of money, you're gonna see yourself as a poor person. So by buying expensive clothes, you're reinforcing your future identity and you're reassuring yourself that you are that person already. Because in order to become someone in the future, you have to become that person right now. In order to have someone, to have something, you have to become the person that has it. So if you want to be someone that has $1 million in the bank account, like, don't wear cheap clothes because you probably wouldn't wear that if you have $1 million. You know, but obviously it only applies to a certain extent. Like, don't just blow all of your money. But you need to spend some money on yourself. How much do you do per month? 13 Bugattis, for real. That's what I'm saying, bro. That guy gets it. Is TikTok organic still worth it? And also, do you test the products fast? TikTok organic, I don't know about TikTok organic. It's pretty hard to do on TikTok these days because of TikTok Shop. But in general, organic dropshipping, especially on Instagram, for sure, it's 100% a viable business model. But I think that TikTok Shop is just a better opportunity as an affiliate. So I would get into that. How do you test products fast? I don't really know what that means, but I'm not really testing any new products right now. I'm just focused on mine. How much creators do you manage yourself? I've been told the max is 4 to 6. Well, I have 15 to 25 right now, like I said before, multiple times, and I manage them all myself. Like, I know every one of them personally. I have calls with most of them weekly myself. I chat with them. I reply instantly. I don't have any unread DMs at any times, and I just kind of sustain a really good relationship with all of my creators, and that's why I limit myself to a pretty limited amount of creators, because if I get to more, it's going to be harder for me to sustain them. One of my mentors, Jacob Braden, told me that having creators is kind of like, you know, this game when you're trying to balance a balloon and prevent it from falling on the floor. So having like a bunch of creators, let's say 25 creators, is kind of like being in a room with 25 balloons. And you're trying to balance them all and make sure that none of them touch the floor. And when it touches the floor, that means that you lost the connection with the creator, essentially, in simple terms. And you have to prevent every balloon from touching the floor. And the more balloons there are in the room, the harder it is. So if you limit yourself to only 10, you're going to be, all of the balloons are going to be very far from the ground. And you need to find that optimal kind of amount of creators for you that you can manage, and that also kind of like produce the ultimate, the sort of like the most practical results for you. So just kind of balance it out with results and how you can handle them, you know? Okay. What about Facebook ads? I don't do Facebook ads. You should be already good for affiliate. You can learn. What is enough? You don't need to buy the whole earth. If you have 18 million, you can literally buy anything you want. I don't like people like you, bro. Severin, bro. That's what I'm saying. $100K a month. We're not talking 100K a month. We're talking 100K a day, bro. In profit is not enough. That's funny, bro. You're not gonna make it with that mindset. You're gonna make it, but you're limiting yourself. You're never gonna have 100K a month per day, or 100K actually per day in profit if you think that that's too much. You're not even gonna get close. So if you want to get to those numbers, you need to understand that it's not enough. You need to understand that it's not crazy numbers. So, bro, seriously though, you gotta change your mindset, brother. Aren't you worried that you're gonna lose the way you were filming dropshipping videos and the whole process itself? What do you mean by that, bro? I don't remember what I was talking about when you typed that, to be honest. Even 100K days limited beliefs. That's what I'm saying. Why would you limit yourself? What is the holdup with the inventory, and how will you prevent this in the future? Well, I'm currently placing test orders with more suppliers. I'm chatting with a lot of different people. I just got in touch with Ben Fashani's supplier, and I'm chatting with him right now, Jack. Pretty cool guy. He's gonna give me a quote tomorrow morning when it's like China morning, so it's like 6, 7, 8 hours, something like that. He's gonna give me a quote, and I'm gonna see what kind of rates he's offering me. But basically, the way I'm gonna prevent this is, unfortunately, my product just lays in such a category that requires a lot of like a really extended customs clearance and a lot of inspections and stuff like that. So just every single supplier I talk to, the shipping time is always shit, like literally 30 to 50 days shipped via sea freight, which is really bad. So I think I'm just gonna have to stop running this product, which is not a bad thing. I wanted to eventually stop it. It's not like a long-term vision brand, and just dip and just start doing other products that are easier to ship. Yeah, and I'm also gonna, I guess, just start to lower the rates because the scale is also increasing, and maybe get into air freight, like ship it via air, and it's gonna be faster. Have you seen the money in the Roblox games? No, bro. Tap me in because you're managing creators now and not running products yourself. No, bro, I'm not any worse because I'm getting even more exposure to content. I'm always speaking to these people. I'm always kind of like, the only difference right now is that I'm not physically holding the product and shooting videos in my hand. That's the only difference. I'm still producing content. It's just that I am not shooting the videos myself. I am coming up with ideas. I am not editing the videos or shooting them, but they're getting executed from my head. Like, it's the same thing. I don't get any worse by managing creators, you know. Do you do anything else besides working? Yeah, I mean, on Friday, I bring my girlfriend over for the night. I read sometimes. I do pull-ups on my door. I don't know. Today I've been watching a podcast actually for the first time in a long time from a pretty cool guy. He ran the Comfort hoodies on TikTok shop. He's currently making like 500 million a year. You guys are saying 100K a day is good. He's making 500 mil a year, bro. It's like 40 million a month. So yeah, but I'm not gonna be listening to like people that are unless they're my friends. I'm not gonna really be watching people that are making like 10K a month. Like, that's just, there's no point. Like, I know that I want to be one of the people that is making like 100 mil a month, or not a year, you know. So I'm gonna be watching those people right now. What else? One guy sold his game for 9 figures. Damn, I didn't know that was such a big industry. Bond told me to pay a guy to make it and use my organic skills. Oh, so you're actually doing Roblox games? Are your creators upset about the delay? And if so, how do you deal with it? Of course, everybody does. Nobody likes the delay. People would be making money. One of my creators, one person, made $2,500 in one single day before we ran out of stock. And he was consistently hitting 1K days with it before we ran out. And so were other people as well. So obviously they're not particularly happy, but you know, you just have to go through this. I can't do anything. I can't influence this. So in order for me to kind of mitigate their, I don't know, the fact that they're upset, I started to add $10 to the prize pool for the winner of the first, like the top winner. The iPhone 16 Pro is going to get an additional $10 for every day that we're out of stock, which in total that's already at like $70 or something, and it's going to come up to probably $90 or $100. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to mitigate it as much as possible and prevent it from happening in the future. Isn't him Davey for I don't know how to pronounce that. Isn't who? Why are you laughing, Costophile? Flex to you, my 9-figure game. Go ahead, bro. It's easy to go viral too. Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, owner of the comfy hoodie is not, bro. You're confusing. Davey was running the blanket hoodies. It was what was the name? I forgot the Udi, right? The Udi. So he was running that. I'm talking about. I don't even remember his name. I think it's Hudson. Hudson, guy from New York. He's doing comfort hoodies. Comfort spelled as comfort without the O in the end. So COMFRT, I guess, on TikTok Shop. He's doing 500 mil a year. How can you increase views on Instagram, TikTok? TikTok and YouTube are doing good, but every Instagram post doesn't get more than several thousand. It also doesn't show the demographics, so I can't. Why doesn't it show the demographics? It's all about the content, bro. TikTok, it just maybe the content is a little bit different. Are you stealing clips? It could be related to that. How's your engagement? Like, it's just like, I don't have any specific cheat codes for this specific question. I need to see the whole thing. YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I mean, I made my first big break with organic dropshipping with Fidget Trigger on YouTube Shorts, and that's when I made 80K in revenue with that product, and that was all from TikTok, from YouTube Shorts. So of course you can make money with it, but yeah, these days Instagram is really printing, to be honest. Will you create a mentorship? Maybe in the future. I don't know, bro. I've been struggling recently with getting more engagement on videos. How do I make the people share and comment more? I have put controversy and looking to target only the buyers. It depends on the product, bro. Yeah, I don't like long messages either. Like, bro, you can just ask me to unmute yourself and I'm gonna literally unmute yourself and you can speak. But what was I gonna say, bro? Depends on the product, so I can't really tell you if I don't see the product and the content and stuff like that. It really depends. If you just add stupid controversies only for the sake of going viral, you're not really gonna succeed, because it's gonna go viral, but it's not gonna convert, and the whole point is making money, not just getting views for no reason. Because I remember one time I got a video with like 50 million views and it only got me like 3 sales because the audience was so bad. And then there's other videos where I got 20K views and they got me like $600, you know? So it's all about the CVR, and don't just focus strictly on the controversies, because there's no point. If you just go viral and don't make any money, then, you know, for what? Why did you even do it in the first place? What else? Yeah, I'm gonna have to dip then for the call with Anthony. Actually, that's a good point. For experience, I guess if you're just starting out, getting views just for the sake of getting views is a good point. But later on down the line, you really realize that views is just sort of like a vanity metric. And if you just get views but you don't make any money, it doesn't make any sense. You're just spending your time on just empty views. It doesn't make any sense at all. Anthony's not going to join, by the way. He just texted me. I'm just replying to him right now. You stopped completely organic? Yes. AdSense? It's so ass. It's really bad, bro. It's a lot worse than what people advertise, especially with dropshipping products. The RPMs are like fucking 10 cents in the US. Like, it's horrible. That's if you're like lucky. It's really bad. You stopped completely? Okay, I answered to that. If I just starting out, would you recommend doing Amazon affiliate just to eliminate risk of buying inventory? Don't do Amazon affiliate, do TikTok shop affiliate, bro. Send you a few videos, can you check them? Can I pull them up here with on the AMA? Just replying to Anthony. He's not going to join the group call. Alright, let me pull him up. Just send them in the group chat, bro. The voice chat. The videos. Send them right here and I'm going to review them so everybody can watch them too. we're probably gonna wrap this up very soon, bro. You classify what you're eating when bulking. I'm not bulking. Somebody asked that in the food channel. I'm not bulking, bro. I never bulked in my life. I just eat anything I want, always. Like, except for sugary stuff, and obviously, like, I don't eat, what's it called? Like the junk food. I forgot, there's like a scientific word for it. I forgot what it's called, but basically, like, they have food that's high in sugar, high in fat. I haven't eaten that in a very long time. So, yeah, I'm just trying to stay as healthy as possible in terms of food. You have VAs. Yeah, I used to, but I cut them out right now because I don't need to look for any more products. I'm only looking for big brand products, and the VA is no good for that. Like, you have to do weeks of research. You have to study markets, and you have to understand, like, the problems if you're trying to create a big brand, a big product. And I've done that already, and VAs just don't help. VAs are good in, like, lower level or with drop shipping, but when you get into e-commerce, I don't know. I just didn't find a way I can implement them. Best way to accelerate the creative learning curve for TikTok, just get a mentor, bro, and you're gonna be better. That's the easiest and the fastest way to shorten the learning curve, is just get a mentor and learn from them, ask them any questions you want, and then you're gonna become better. As a beginner, how many products should you test, and after how many videos should you stop testing it if it doesn't get any views? For organic dropshipping, just test at least like 4 at a time. As much time as you have, basically, just test as many products as possible, bro. Like, if you have 20 hours, no, if you don't have anything to do in life, if you don't go to a 9 to 5, if you don't go to school and you have all day just to work on your business, like, test 5 products, test 4 products, test as many as you possibly can, bro. You too, bro. Have a great evening. Yeah, I'm gonna actually dip right now as well. I'm gonna go to the call with Anthony, so you can type in your like final questions here, and I'm gonna dip. You're welcome, bro. There's an error occurring. Favorite product that I tested. Probably the one that I'm running right now. I can't reveal it, but I think it's that. What is your favorite food? That's a retarded question. I don't know, bro. Probably fried eggs. And after how many videos should you stop posting if it doesn't get any views? It depends, bro. It depends on the engagement. It depends on everything. Why can't you send them out? Can you compress them or something? I'm just gonna take a look after the call. Just remind me if I don't. You too, bro. Have a good rest of your day, Nico. Are you getting on a group call with Anthony? No, bro. I'm just gonna have a one-on-one with him. Anyway, yeah, we can wrap it up here. Appreciate you all joining. It was a fun little AMA. And I'm gonna catch you in 2 weeks. I think I should start doing these weekly, to be honest, instead of bi-weekly, because it's crazy. Every 2 weeks is like not enough. Do you think I should start doing them weekly? Weekly? Alright. Maybe I should. Weight kills me. Alright, we're gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can do, because 2 weeks is quite a long time, to be honest. So, yeah, anyway, that's about it. I'm gonna catch you guys a little later. Text me if you get any questions. I'm gonna upload the daily vlog a little later tonight. And yeah, guys, appreciate you all joining. That's about it. Peace.